a samurai or a warrior monk? What do we know about the life of Setsuna? Of Setsuna. Setsuna. What do we know about the life of Setsuna?
Have you noticed how people have an affinity for the negative? This is because the negative is often more alluring than the positive. Negativity creates a self-inflicted, odd excitement and nervous energy. Because it demands your attention, you feel naturally drawn to it. Yet this is not natural. It is an artificial attraction, born from your conditioned need for exhilaration. Do not fear to be at rest. Be still. Be at peace. Humans need to learn how to get out of their survival mode. So many people live in ways that do not nurture them. They end up living only to survive. It is then that they see the world as competitive. The world has its forces that people are compelled to struggle with. Participants become your foes. Objects become your obstacles. Indulgences become your coping mechanisms. The survival mode entraps you within an unpleasant game. Beware. To seek for dominance over others is a form of entanglement. You will never be truly free if your energy is used in this way. Do not be a tenant within your own bodily home. If you constantly live outside of yourself, you will forget how to re-enter into your own house. A person must take responsibility for getting into their own ruts. They get into them by seeking safety and security. They seek the shelter of routine. This is like having to push a large boulder up a hill, only to have it roll down again for eternity. These are the self-inflicted ruts people like to own. They roll their own boulders constantly up the hills of their lives. So few people recognize the choices they have before them. There are always choices. When you feel that you are living in peaceful and balanced times, it often happens that you put your attention onto problems that really are not problems at all. There is a tendency to create problems or issues out of the smaller events because such smaller disturbances are more noticeable during such peaceful times. When in crisis, people focus only on the larger, more immediate issues. It is often the human tendency to seek a form of distraction or disturbance to bring some kind of dynamic into life. Do not become so entangled in your own patterns, habits, and modes of behavior. Step back. Do not invest in them. Rather, observe them. How easily people are drawn into their own vortex of undisciplined energies. It is like jumping into a trench in the ground. People dance to the groove of their own making, yet the piper plays from without. Entanglements fog your perceptions. It is easy to forget how to see the beauty in simplicity. Instead, people perform their tricks. Yet, who are they performing for? Themselves? For those who keep the social norms? Always remember to take the necessary space to pull back, to disentangle, like in music. The intervals are needed in order to unwrap the melody. If you hear a cacophony of sounds, you are not flowing easily. Get back into your rhythm. Life encourages you to be submerged into the complexities. Layer after layer covers you until you sweat. This is the intoxication of the material world. Strip it back. Do not be afraid to unravel the dishevelment of your life. Do not become the victim of others. Defend your own ground. Let your spirit be solid and strong. Bring everything back into yourself. Be gentle with yourselves. It is okay to pull back from engagements of time, energy, and outer beliefs. These things do not truly belong to you anyway. You have only been lent them for a time, and soon you will have to give them back. Do not get too entangled in these loans. You do not possess them, so why allow them to possess you? Life is lived amongst borrowed things. You swim in waters not your own. Learn to navigate the shallows as well as the deep waters, but find your island of rest. People often cling to their self-made monsters. They think they are lurking under their beds or within their minds. Yet, yourself did not place them there. These are the mysterious forms from the deep places in your unseen mind. The ancient sailors used to write, "There be dragons" on their maps for uncharted territories. Now, you also do the same for your own uncharted regions, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Learn to tame your dragons and make the uncharted territories your new home. If you do this, you will have the ability to leave behind the old waters of illusion.
Was he a samurai or a warrior monk? What do we know of the life of Setsuna? What do we know of the life of Setsuna?